Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play OpenRCT Tycoon 2, where the last time we enjoyed our fun with carts and coasters and all that stuff, with spaghetti involved too. This time we return to Mel's world, not to be confused with Katie's world, as unlike Katie's world, this is in our guest goal park, where we have a already somewhat well established park. But the main objective for us is to expand it. And then to get 1,200 guests in the park by the end of year 3. Therefore the hardest scenario of the month. But we all love a little difficulty every now and again, as long as it's fair. We have one type of transport ride, the railroad again. A few different gentle rides, including the maze, which is always fun. A ton of different roller coasters. There's something you don't see that often. 3 types of thrill rides, just a boat hire, and finally we start with the dang information kiosk. So let's begin. Do we even have any stalls open? Yes, but we don't have the information kiosk. So, number 1 priority, get that going. I do also want to connect the paths a little bit. There we go, that connects the paths up to the best of my ability. Why would you put a drink stall all that far out in the open like that? Like, what are we doing here? That's a serious question too, like, what are we legitimately doing here? That's better. At least at very it's better. I don't know if it'll be full on better, but I can at least say that I tried. I don't know what I was thinking when I did it like that, but I suppose if it works, it works. Not much I can really say about that. I'm gonna have to do this path. I'm gonna have to do the path of escape hatch just a touch differently. just because I don't have the proper stuff, but there we go. Easy as you like. There we go, that's a little better. Emphasis on a little, because it sounds like the best thing in the world, but it's far from the worst. That's all I have to say. And after such a dry time, last time the rain has come back in full force, which is a pretty huge bummer, but not much we can really do about it. You could argue that in this case it's just a case of it being too good to be true, but that's just pessimistic. Let's be honest with ourselves, it's bound to have to eventually be happening. At least the good news is we can build another kiosk in the back, so that way they have better access to stuff. I don't keep building Disney Mouse a lot, but it's cheap, it's effective, and it makes sure that we get guests in the park without having to spend their arm in a leg. And as I said in the previous episode, so if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go. That should help a little bit. If it doesn't, well, it's not the first time I've made things harder on myself. Just look at the Millennium Mines, and that's a pretty good indicator right there. That's still off the Chairlifts? Really? Come on now. Get out of here with that. There, now that we have our advertising done over with, now we can move on to some more enticing things. No, it's not. Okay, I have mastered this for now. Okay. There you go. Have fun. Just frickin' enjoy yourself. I probably could have built that a little bit smoother, and I apologize for that, but let's be honest with ourselves. Sometimes I can know for being smooth. There we go. Now hopefully I'll make sure that people get to actually enjoy the freaking stuff. This cap is around 2/3 of the way there, not too bad. least now we got the soft gas cap a pretty good chunk of the way there, even without advertising, so that should help out massively. $13.99. Just one mechanic, yeah, that's not gonna work. Five of everyone, just be consistent. Pizza pie. Get your pizza pie. We're not going to be able to get the soft gas cap up to the 1200 required, but we can at least try to get it as close as possible. Assuming we actually get the money to do so. I could just take on their fucking problem. We could do that. Serious? Oh, you can just kiss my ass. Force me to build out of the middle of bumps of nowhere just to cut costs. I appreciate that. And we're goddamn broke. Thanks, game, you fucking bellend. Hey, did not want that. Have the path be that goddamn bendy. And at least the good news is we got the soft gas cap up to 1,000, so we know for a fact that the part can handle this many guests naturally. Which is always something we like to put a cap on. Oh, get out of here with that. bell end. There. Bloody hell. Now go on, get! %, so we have at least proven that it can handle this many guests. That's naturally. More or less. So we have at least proven that much, even if it did cause a tiny little bit of frustration. Mostly because we're alone, but I beg to differ. As May creeps up to become June, we have hit the 1,200 guests required. Right here. And we're being topped off by winning the best value park in the country, so that is one hell of a capitalization. Or our exclamation mark on this scenario. So, Mel's World. Oh. It is a little harder than Kay's World, but for the most part, it is fair in difficulty. The main thing is just figuring out how to expand the park in order to sustain 1,200 guests, but overall, it wasn't that bad by comparison. And the fact that we started with the information kiosk made things so much easier, to a degree anyway. In any case, that concludes today's episode, and this is going to be the final episode of the month, as a matter of fact. But regardless, if you like the video, hit the like button down below, subscribe if you're new, and as the month ends, and we will see what happens as we head into May. Maybe whether that's continuation of this or wrapping up of AMR paths, as we will see what happens then. But for right now, as the classical Roman theme gets researched in the background, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Ciao.